Hi guys, this is Leela. Welcome to my channel Leela Web Dev. In this video, we will see how we can install the Jenkins CI/CD pipeline in our Docker host machine. So in the previous video, we have learned what is the use of this Jenkins application and why we use this Jenkins application instead of having so many other CI/CD tools like Bamboo and all those things. So let's try. So we have seen those all things. Now let's try. Let's see how we can install this one. So for installing this one, so as I already told you, right, we need to have an image, Docker image. So for the Docker image, what we need to do, so we'll go for a dockerhub.com. Let's open this dockerhub.com, and in this dockerhub.com, if you try to see here hub.docker.com, and in this one, let's open. Yeah, we need to search for the Jenkins. So okay, fine, let's search for the Jenkins. And if you try to search for the Jenkins, and this is the Docker official image. If you are able to see, this is the Docker official image. As we have learned that first we need to take the priority as the Docker official image. So first we need to take the priority of this Docker official image. Then only afterwards only we can go for the verified publisher, sponsored OSS. So like this hierarchy we need to maintain. Fine. Let's go to this Docker official image. And if I click on this Docker official image, and here you will be able to see that this is the duplicated, and we need to use the Jenkins :LTS instead. So that means they are telling that this image has been deprecated for over 2 years in favor of the Jenkins LTS. So that means if you want to install the Jenkins image or the Jenkins container, if you want to create, means we need to use Jenkins :LTS. Okay, fine. Let's try to use it. So for creating the container, what we need to do is, so here I have opened this one. So I have on that or Docker host machine Ubuntu server, and let's try to see whether we have any containers available or not. So if you try to see, so we doesn't have any containers created. So this is a brand new thing, and let's try to create a container. In order to create a container, we need to first download the image. So instead of downloading the image, we can directly run the container. And what this Docker will try to do, first it will try to search for the image whether it is existing or not. If it is not existing, means then what it will try to do, it will try to pull the image, and then afterwards it will create the container. So let's try to create the container directly. Docker container run -detached mode, and what I will try to do, I will give the name of the container, that is nothing but Jenkins _container. Whatever the name you want, you can give it. Just I am giving Jenkins container. And we need to have a port forwarding, so that should be 8090, and this will be listening to 8080 port number. And if you want to know more details about this one, so you can go into this here and you can see more details about this one. So how to install this Jenkins and all those things. So here you'll be able to see Docker pull and all those things. And I don't think that they are giving the information. So fine, so let's try to create it. So I will not go too much into this one, and I need to give the Jenkins :LTS. So this is the image name. So that's it. These are all the options which I am trying to give. Let's try to click enter, and here automatically the container has been created. Why? Because I already have the image installed in my Docker. So here Docker image ls, if you try to see, I have already downloaded this Jenkins :LTS version tag LTS, and the size is around 470 MB. So already the image is there. So that's why the Docker container has been created successfully. If you don't have this image, means it will try to download and it will create the container. So no need to worry. So now the Docker container has been created. Docker container ps-a. If you try to see, so this is the container, and the status is it has been created 37 seconds ago, and the status is it was running 35 seconds ago. So now it is listening to the port 8090, port forwarded to the 8090 from the 8080 port. So fine, everything is working fine. So now what I want to do it is, so let's try to check that whether we can able to access this Jenkins or not. So if I want to access this Jenkins, so what I want to do, I need to know the IP address of this host machine. So IP address show, or otherwise IP config A also we can do it. So here you'll be able to see 192.168.0.12 is my static IP address. Okay, let's go to the Google here, and what I want to do it is, so here I am creating colon 8090. That's it. So now if I try to open it, now I am able to access the Jenkins. So here it is asking me that, so this is the opening or the welcome screen, and it is telling that to ensure Jenkins is securely set up by the administrator, a password has been stored in the login file in the server, and this is the place where the password is there, and in this place we need to read the password and we need to type the password here. Please copy the password from either location and paste it below. So fine. So we can find the password in two locations. First I will try to tell you, when at the time of Docker creation, so the logs will be there. So you can check the logs for the container here. So I will try to show you the logs. Docker logs and the container name, that is nothing but Jenkins underscore container. That's it. So now if you try to click the logs, and here you'll be able to see, so the Jenkins container has been created and the Jenkins initial setup is required admin like this, and this is the password. Okay, and we can able to find the password at this location they are saying. So here in the logs also you can able to see the password. If you want to check the password in this location means, then you need to log in into the container. So you know that we have already seen how to log in into the container. That is nothing but docker exec -interactive terminal interactive, and the terminal I want to open, and that is nothing but Jenkins underscore container, and the terminal I want to open is the bash. That's it. So now we log in into the container. So where it is located, in the where Jenkins underscore home, in the secrets it is located. Okay, let's go to the /var/Jenkins underscore home. If I try to check the ls, so you will be able to see a secrets folder. So let's go into the secrets. Oh sorry, this one is secrets. Yeah, I went into the secrets, and if I press ls, and you'll be able to see a file initial admin password. So you can do the cat initial admin password, and this is the password which we are able to see in the logs also. So now we are able to get the password. So fine, let's go here and we will type the password and click on the continue. And this is the first time we are logging to the Jenkins. That is the reason it is asking the password that which has given in that particular file. Fine. So now as we are new to this Jenkins pipeline, so we doesn't know what are the plugins need to be installed. So it is better for us, let's the Jenkins install the suggested plugins. So let's try to click on this one. Automatically the plugins installation will start, and if you want to check the status of this one means, so you can check it again in the logs. So let's try to exit here, and if I want to check the logs, so this is the thing, and if I want to check the latest logs means, you can type the -f. Now you will be able to see the real-time logs. So here everything it is getting downloaded. So downloading credentials, downloading build timeout, downloading the plane credentials. So like this it will be showing you all the things, and if you try to check it here, and here one by one the the plugins are getting installed. So now you will be able to see clearly. So this is how the Jenkins, all the plugins will be installed. So depending on your internet connection and all those things, so it will take some time to install. So let it install, and these are all the different types of plugins which we will be using. So right now this is not the course related to the Jenkins CI/CD. So in the future we will do the CI/CD course also. In the future we will do it. So right now just I am showing you how we can set up the Jenkins container in the Docker host machine. Just I am trying to show you. See, one by one is getting installed. So everything is getting installed. If you try to see in our log also, so here it is, everything is getting downloaded. So one by one, jQuery 3, eCharts, JUnit, and everything is getting installed. So let it install. So now if you try to see, all the plugins has been successfully installed, and at the time when we logged into the Jenkins, we have logged in with a temporary admin. Now it is asking you to create the first admin user. So let's try to create it. So I am using the test user only. So I will be using the password test1234. So just for the case I am creating it, and if you want to write it full name you can write it, and here also I am giving the like this. So like this you will be creating the first admin user. So don't click on the skip and continue as admin. So click on the save and continue, and if you try to click, so now this is the Jenkins dashboard URL, and this is the dashboard URL which is trying to tell it. And now let's try to click on the save and finish, and now the Jenkins is ready. Your setup is complete. Start using the Jenkins. Now you will be able to see using the Jenkins. Now if you try to see, this is the Jenkins dashboard. So this is how we will be installing the Jenkins container in our Docker host machine. So hope you understood about this concept. So if you have any doubts or any suggestions, please post the comments below to this video. And if you like this video, please do support me by subscribing to my channel. Thank you.